What's up everyone? We are going to check Intel. That's what we're doing today. We're gonna see the fair value price of the Intel stock as well as the price that I will be a long-term holder should I choose to buy Intel. And for me, I would actually buy Intel because I think it's cheap, but it doesn't matter what I think. We're gonna check according to Benjamin Graham, the Intelligent Investor book, who was Warren Buffett mentor. We are gonna apply the formula that he did, and we're gonna see the price of Intel. So let's get started. So I'm looking at Intel. I'm in Yahoo Finance, and I'm looking at the 1 month chart. Intel went from around 52 bucks about a month ago, and then they posted earning, came crashing down to 48, and then came crashing down to 44, meaning about 20% discount from a month ago. That's pretty good. Does that mean that the stock is cheap? Well, to the naked eye, sure, but we'll see what we see. So we're gonna go back to our Excel and see the formula that needs to happen. Here we go. We got Intel, company name, that's Intel, ticker symbol INTC. First thing that we need to fill out is the EPS, earning per share. In order to do that, we're gonna go back to Yahoo Finance. There we go. And back to Yahoo Finance, and earning per share we have in the home page of Intel. This column right here, EPS, earning per share, and TTM. If you guys don't know what it means trailing 12 months. Trailing 12 months earning per share. We're gonna put that number in 5.11. That's the earning per share for Intel, 5.11. We're gonna put it in the Excel. So I put earning per share 5.11 in the Excel. The next thing that we have is a constant per PE, 8.5. That's basically saying, according to the book, no growth. Company will not have growth ever, not ever, but for the next 7 to 10 years. So we're just gonna put a constant of 8.5. I'm not gonna change the formula, even though if you read online on many forums, a lot of people saying put 7, put 9, put 6, all that stuff. I'm staying with the basic 8.5. Next thing we need to figure out is the growth rate, and we're gonna find that number again in Yahoo Finance. So we're gonna go back to that. In Yahoo Finance, I'm gonna scroll and pick the tab right here, analysis, almost at the end, analysis. I'm gonna click analysis. There we go. I'll scroll all the way to the down, to the bottom. Yeah. I'm looking at this number, the one before the end, next 5 years growth per annual growth estimation, next 5 years, one before the end. We got a pretty low number, 7.94%. If you remember from Activision Blizzard yesterday, they had, I think it was like 24% or something like that. Don't really remember. Go check that video. I'll post the link at the end of this one. The next 5 years growth is 7.94, so we're gonna put that number in the Excel. Yeah, so I'm in the Excel. I'm gonna put 7.94 in the growth rate of Intel. Yeah, and the growth rate is 2 times 794. That's what the formula says. That's another constant. We're not gonna change anything. It's gonna stay 2. And the corporate bond, it says to divide everything in 4.4. This was the corporate bond level, basic level in the year 1962. I'm not gonna argue with that. Some people say, no, most people say just leave it like that. So I'm not gonna touch that. Gonna stay 4.4. And the next thing we need to find out, it's very simple. Once we find out the corporate bond for Intel, we're gonna have the fair market value. Okay, and before we do that, I also put the stock price today, $44.28. Next thing we need to do is to find the corporate bond yield for Intel. So I've searched Intel in Google. I just put corporate bond Intel. I got a few options, 2.3%, 2.5%. I always want to stay super conservative, so my price target will have even more cushion and more margin of safety of error. So I'm gonna pick the highest number, and I found this one, 3.7. That's what I see. The coupon expires July 2025, 5 years from now. You can buy the bond of Intel if you want instead of the stock, but that's not our plan in here. So I'm gonna put 3.7 in our, and once I put the number 3.7 in the corporate bond formula, I'm actually gonna get the price, the fair value price of Intel. We're not done. I'm gonna also need to find out the price that I will be a buyer, but for now I'm gonna get the fair price and see if 44 bucks per Intel is actually cheap or not cheap. To me it's cheap, but it doesn't matter what I think. We'll see what the numbers say. And before I do that, guys, just a reminder, first of all, I am not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice and education purposes only. But also in the description below, write some of your comments. Which stock would you like me to do next? Would you like me to check out Tesla, Apple, Amazon, whatever you have in your portfolio, whatever bags you are holding? Leave a comment and I will do the fair value price of that stock. Yeah, thank you very much. So we're gonna put the number 3.7 and we're gonna get fair value of Intel. Are you ready? Let's go. Yeah, 3.7. Whoa. That's pretty crazy. Stock fair value, look at this, 148. 148, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Yes, it is pretty crazy. We're gonna play with the numbers because again, a lot of people in the forums online says that Graham is pretty aggressive. I would love to have the price of 148, but for this particular example, I will go with the formula that is more conservative, and we're only gonna change two numbers. We're gonna change 8.5 to 7. Okay, sure, we can go with that and say that Intel fair value price is 150 and now it's 44 and I'm gonna go all in tomorrow. Sure, but let's see the more conservative way. Again, as I mentioned, this is the original formula is super aggressive, and you saw Microsoft a couple of days ago that even the super aggressive Microsoft is pretty much fairly valued, but I'm not buying them because it's pretty expensive compared to the aggressive value, let alone the conservative. We're gonna go with the conservative in this case. So we're gonna change 8.5 to 7. Okay, I'm not done. And the growth rate, instead of 2, I'm gonna change to 1, meaning there is no double growth. And most likely there won't be with AMD and tons of competition. I'm gonna change this to 1, and this is the conservative, super conservative fair value for Intel. Let's click enter and see what we see. $90. That's that's still 100% from here. That's the super conservative value. So what does that mean? Are we buying now at 44? Maybe. We're not done just yet. We're gonna see here the price that we are buying. Again, this is the super conservative way, guys. Super conservative way. Intel fair value should be at $90. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna buy in my Patreon a couple of leaps for, I don't know, probably 2 years from now, something like that. Maybe call 50 or call 40 for 2022. Go check my Patreon in the description, $10 a month. Yeah, let's keep going. So I'm gonna put the price we are buying, the way we calculated that. Benjamin Graham says the fair value price, you need to get a 33% discount. So we're gonna put $90 times 79. Look at this, $90. That's the fair value, conservative fair value price for Intel. When? Nobody knows, but according to this formula, it's not tomorrow. It could be 5 years from now, and I'm very okay with waiting. We're gonna put 90.79, and I'm gonna multiply that by 0.67. This will give me a 33% discount on an already conservative value. And we're gonna click enter. 60.8, 60.82, 60 bucks. That's the price that we are buying. We were supposed to buy Intel at 60 bucks because the fair value is $90 and the price today is $44. What does that mean? Price of 44 bucks today. The price that I'm supposed to buy is 60, and the price that the stock Intel should be trading conservatively is 90 bucks. I'm gonna tell you right now that once this election is over, probably a couple of days from now, I'm gonna issue an alert to my Patreon members and we're gonna go long. It's not gonna be a long for next week lottery play. This is gonna be a value play. We're probably gonna go long, I don't know, call 40 or something like that for the next year. Who knows? But if I bring you guys any sort of value, don't forget to subscribe, as well as write in the comments which stock would you like me to analyze next. I'm very impressed with Intel. 60 bucks is the price that we should buy, and now it's 44. Benjamin Graham would be a buyer, and Warren Buffett would be a buyer. Are you a buyer? Let me know in the comment below. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you next time. Yeah.